Hello guys, this is another video on Docker Advanced and it is part 2, and in this video we are going to discuss about what is Jenkins and how to integrate Docker with the Jenkins for the automatic deployment of the containers and the applications. Okay, so let's start. So first we understand what is Jenkins and how we use Jenkins with the Docker. So let's read out. So Jenkins is an open source automation server written in Java. Okay, so it's an open source contribution, and Jenkins helps to automate the non-human part of the software development process with continuous integration, facilitating technical aspects of continuous delivery. Okay, and basically what is main in Jenkins is the plugins has been released for Jenkins that extend its use to projects written in languages other than Java. Okay, so there are various plugins in the Jenkins that are used with the Docker. Okay, so and this is the whole installation process of the Jenkins, how to install the Jenkins on Ubuntu 14.04, and with the latest versions 2.6 we need to install Java 8 for it. Okay, and this is the task for us with the help of Jenkins for now, that is deploy containers on local Jenkins, deploy container on other server with Jenkins scripts. Okay, and deploy container on other server with Docker plugin, and push and pull images from the Docker hub. Okay, so let's start with the first installation of Jenkins. Okay, so let's go with the terminal and with the whole screen. Yeah, so just increase the size. Yes, so just ssh-i, that is tetra ubuntu, and then the IP. Okay, yes, yeah, so we are inside the container, and see, we don't have any type of netstat -ntlp. So see where the yeah, only 22 port is there. So let's install. You just add the key for Java 8 and then press enter. Yeah, press enter. Yeah, it's going to done, and then apt-get update. Update the local repository with that key. Okay, and the next very command is apt-get install Java 8. Okay, so it's going to install. So basically for Jenkins we have to need to install Java 8 for latest version, and Java is going to install. It takes some time. Okay, so it's a whole, press yes, and it's a whole practical video, no theoretical. It's a totally hands-on, so just with me. So this is JDK8U144 installing. Okay, so it takes maybe 5 or 10 seconds to do. Okay, yeah, so it's almost done. So basically what we are going to discuss today is what is Jenkins, how to deploy the applications with the help of Jenkins. Okay, yeah, so almost Java is done, just a couple of seconds. Yes, so Java is installed. So when you type Java hyphen space hyphen version, it's going to Java 1.8. see, Java 1.8.0. okay, so now it's time to install Jenkins. So for Jenkins we have to install this. It's a command. So just press enter. It says okay, and then we have to run a script. Yeah, so then apt-get update. Okay, it's going to update the local packages. Then apt-get install Jenkins. See, Jenkins is going to install, so it takes some time. Okay, and for your information, Jenkins is running on by default port 8080. Okay, so basically what happens in the Jenkins gives a nice UI for building the jobs. Okay, we can define the various types of jobs in the UI itself, and there are various you can integrate Git with your Jenkins, you can integrate Docker with your Jenkins. Okay, so netstat -ntlp, and see, Jenkins is going to start on 8080 and service Jenkins status. See, correct Java found. Jenkins automation server is running with the PID 3614. Okay, so first Jenkins is over. Okay, and then now how to configure the Jenkins. Okay, so first we need to see what is the IP of this machine, that is this one. So copy this IP and open the terminal. Right, okay, yeah, so just open the terminal and press F11, yeah, and then the IP and then 8080. See, Jenkins UI is there, and copy, there is a key here. Okay, so you need just to get this key. Okay, and then copy this key. Then paste here. Okay, so Jenkins is almost going to install, so it will give install suggested plugins. Yes, so it will automatically install various plugins, and see, the Jenkins Reader version is 2.73. so it basically install various versions like GitHub, LJAP, SRS, Slaves plugin, email extension plugin, various mailer plugin, pipeline plugin. Okay, but it not install Docker plugin by itself, so we need to install it. Okay, so it takes some time. So it already installed Git plugin. Okay, GitHub, Groovy plugin, various plugins, and you see that is LDAP plugin, various plugins. Okay, and we also need to set up the admin users for this. So just take 1 or 2 minutes to get started. Okay, so just hold on for a couple of seconds more. To also install Ant plugin, workspace plugin. There are various plugins of Jenkins. There is almost every plugin available with the Jenkins, like EC2 plugin or AWS, various types of AWS plugins, various types of JMeter plugin, and various types of Docker plugin, various types of Docker Hub plugins. Okay, there each and every plugin is there for the Jenkins. Okay, so just hold on for a couple of 2 or 4 seconds. It's almost getting started with Jenkins. So basically in this video what we are going to do, we have already discussed what is Jenkins, how to install Jenkins on Ubuntu 14.04, and we are going to configure the Jenkins. Okay, and then we have make a simple job. Okay, and we see what are the errors that are generated. First we log in the Jenkins. Okay, so just hold on for a couple of 2 seconds. It takes some time. Okay, so it's already installed folder plugin, PAM authentication plugin, workspace cleanup, LDAP plugin, Arch plugin, Gradle plugin, Mailer plugin already installed. Okay, more than maybe 5 or 6 plugins are not installed yet. Okay. it's almost done. Yeah. Okay. 2 or 3 plugins are still more. Yeah, it takes too much time. I hope so. So it's Jenkins 2.73 version. It's the most latest version available in the market. Okay. Yeah, it's almost done. So basically we have to define a user, that is Tekra is the user, and the password we have to define. Okay, so basically a user. Okay, and we need to define Tekra return, and what is the ID? That is Tekra return docker at gmail.com. Okay, so full name is Tekra Neuter, password and username, and save and finish. Start using Jenkins. So basically a nice UI comes up. So there how you can create the jobs. Okay, from here manage Jenkins. You can download the plugins, like see manage plugins. So basically you have don't update any. See there are various plugins available. See there is various plugins available. Okay, when you search for an available plugin, you just type Docker, and it all basically spelling is wrong, so it's Docker. Yeah, see cloud-based Docker build and publish plugin, various plugins of the Docker. Okay, but for now we just going with the shells. Okay, and then we are proceeding with the Docker plugin. Okay, so first we need to create a new item, then the item name, so that is Tekra and Docker. It's a freestyle project, and then click OK. So it's basically what we have to do. So there are various parameter is asking that discard or bears this build is parameterized. Yes, so what we have to do, just for your knowledge, what we have to do, we just give a choice parameter, that is what is the env name, that is what is the environment name. So we can manage multiple environments, so like QA is the environment, or maybe UAT is the environment. Okay, and we don't have any source management. Okay, so what we have to do is just build, and there is a command that is called execute shell. So basically we can define execute shell command. Okay, and then this and bash. Okay, and there is a simple script that is docker ps is the command. Okay, and we have another command is docker images, and for your sake of information how we call the environment variables, so just like echo and dollar, and what is the name, that is env underscore name. Okay, so let's see whether it's executed or not, and just save it. Okay, yeah, and for running we have build with parameters, so we have need to give the QA and just build. Okay, it's going to build. I hope it gives an error first. Let's see. Yes, it gives an error started by Tekra neutral user, and see it's print QA already, but it will give an error because got permission denied. Okay, so why it is gives an error? Because the Jenkins jobs are running with the Jenkins user. Okay, so first we need to add the Jenkins user with the permissions. Okay, oh, I hope so. The terminal is got hanged, no problem. So just sudo bash and then give password. Yeah, just press and then sh I, then Tekra middle Ubuntu and this. Yes. So what is this? So suppose su-jenkins is the user. When you install the Jenkins, it automatically makes a user. See, Jenkins is the user, and what is the pwd present working directory is where live Jenkins. Okay, see /var/live Jenkins, so all the things are going to store here. Okay, when you type ls, it will gives all the information, and when you type workspace and gives in the directory cd workspace, it will show the jobs here. Okay, so we have already made the Docker job. Okay, so what we have to do for giving permissions, just given with me, that is user mod -ag, and what we need to do is Docker. Okay, and then the Jenkins. Okay, so basically Docker is Jenkins user is going to done with the user mod with Docker. Okay, so maybe this is going to work or not, let's see. So go with Docker and just build with parameter, and then again build, and see it's going to fail again now. See, again with the same error, got permission denied. Okay, so what we need to extra check, so when you type su space -Jenkins, so Jenkins user, and then you type docker ps. Okay, while doing with this, it gives an docker ps, but we also give it like this because it's a event2. So Docker and event2. Okay, and let's see whether now it's going to done or not. Again it fails, I don't know why, but let's see. Got permission denied while trying to connect to the Docker daemon at Unix http dial Unix where run docker sock connection d. Okay, and what we need to do now, just use the sudo group. Okay, and install Jenkins. Okay, and then now try. This time let's see its UAT. It's again failed. Okay, and it again shows that it's basically got permission denied. So let's see why it is doing so. So docker ps, it's already there. So docker ps, see, it's going to give an error. Okay, so what we have to do, the sudo bash, and what are the commands we have already do, sudo, then event2. I already did that or not, and then this. See, it's now going to discuss warning, just config stat. Okay, but it's just a warning, so just hold on, sudo bash. Okay, and then just run this job. Maybe we have to restart the Jenkins for taking this effect. Okay, and then Control T and then see whether it's working or not. See, Docker ps, and if you type sudo and then su space hyphen Jenkins, then docker appears, and let's see whether it gives an error or not. See, it's not giving any error. Okay, we have all the images. Okay, and docker ps, error loading configuration file, docker home ubuntu docker chat, it's permission denied. So what we need to do, just sudo chmod 777 docker and config. Okay, JSON, if there is file this, yes. Okay, and then we have to again type docker ps. So again gives an error. Well, let's see, for running a job, first because Jenkins started, so just type tetpa username for login. Yeah, it's going to this, and we are going to this. See, when we restart it, it's going to work. Okay, so basically what we have is docker ps and it's running fine. We have no such container and docker images. Okay, so now what we have to do, so that's it from now, and the later part we are covering in the next video, that is how to basically launch the containers with the docker plugin and the docker scripts. Okay, so that's it from now. Thank you very much.